Guten Abend. Hello, how are you? You are stressed out during the Christmas preparations? I think most of us are right now a little bit, although my Christmas preparations have been different than in other years. You can imagine why. Hello, Sasha. Hello, Juha. Joe. Daniel. Hey, Nick. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Yeah, the reason is Atlantic 75 batch 3 has arrived a couple of days ago, and finally today I had a little time to get a first impression of the 3 records that we have here now. Ragged Trouser, hello. Tony Newman, Carlo, Andreas, hey. So before we get into them, let me share some general thoughts. Now we have, believe it or not, after 3 months, we have 9 editions of the series. And I think it starts to get safe to say that this Atlantic 75 series is a total game changer when it comes to these genres they are covering. It's a total game changer for the reissue industry, for the vinyl lover, the record collector, the whatever that means, audiophile. Now that we can see what's possible with those titles, at least me, have craved for getting them and being put out in a quality like this. This is wonderful, and the series, at least here in Europe, gained such a momentum that really crazy things happens. Maybe some of you realized I bought, at least I thought, enough copies of those 2 editions until mid-January. Then I put them in the shop. I think it was last Friday. Yeah, and 12 hours later, all copies has been gone. That was a little surprise. Yeah, I think that's what you can call a momentum. But you know, due to the fact that the first releases have been quite amazing, people said, okay, I like them, I get into them. And that's what happens there. So now let me point that out right away, because this might get important. I was able to get more copies, of course, but we won't be able to ship them all till Christmas. All orders until yesterday and early this morning are safe. They will be shipped out before Christmas. And then we have to close 3 working days next week. Hartmut had 3 holiday days this year, and he and me, we need this week. So please excuse us. No shipping between the holiday days, between Christmas and New Year. We start shipping on the 2nd of January again. So that being said, let's get into the 3 titles. Or let's see who's there in the meantime. So many new has joined us. Carlo, Shakti, nice. Cranberry. Hello, Michael. Bearded, SXL, hi. Kevin, Andy, Mika, probably Mika Kosimäki, Finland for sure. Fernando, Frank, Uffe, hi. Meg, Christopher, Vinyl Dreamscape, your channel is getting better and better. I totally enjoy your videos. totally enjoy your video. Hello, Jefferson, Liam, Sledge, Tony. So nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah. With which title shall we start? Come on, let's start with the big gun. Literally the big gun. Let's start with the spine. Look at this packaging. Genesis, The Lamp Lies Down on Broadway. What we have here is an amazing jacket. This is a 4-record set in one of the most beautiful packages jacket covers I have ever seen. This is heavy. Heavy. This is a heavy hitter. This is a heavy hitter of an important, such a cool record. Damn. I listened to the first record of this one. Show you the label. We all know this label, of course. We enjoy it since decades, I think. Here we go. Nice one. Really a nice one. Yeah, and what can I say about the first impression I have from this release? I think the best thing I can say, and that is my impression, it's on the same amazing level as the Selling England by the Pound. Those of you who have Selling England by the Pound know or knows that this is something good. Crystal clear, detailed, punchy, beautiful. And this sound quality really carries you through this opus of music. I will do a separate video where I really get into depth into the quality, and luckily I can compare them all 3 of them. I have first pressings, so I can compare. I haven't done that yet, no time, but quite soon I will do a comparison video. So then we have the real comparison when you know how is the original, and then we can say way more about the quality. So, but the first impression, same level as the Selling England by the Pound, which is, in my opinion, amazing. The Selling England by the Pound and this one, so far when it comes to the Genesis catalog, really great stuff. Really great stuff. Cool, Christian, got it today. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? This is, I mean, again, how long have many of us waited for those titles? And even now that I'm quite active right now in the German vinyl community, and we do such a splendid, it's so much fun. We do a German stream on Mondays, and a lot of German music lovers and vinyl collectors got into those audiophile releases for the very first time. And what I've heard so far from them, the reaction is also amazing, because it's sometimes stunning what you can get out of those. I mean, if it comes to jazz, everybody is aware that those are amazing sounding records, but those are amazing sounding records too. Don't think that they are not fantastically sounding. Yeah, Chris Bellman, exactly. Yeah, we get into the yeah, probably is on their way, Sasha. Hey, Nico or Kim or both, nice to see you. No, I have not. No, Tony, I don't have the classic record of Lamb. Was it a 45 too? I don't know that. Yeah, so that's my take on the Lamb Lies Down the Broadway as a first impression. Cool stuff. And especially when those of you who has it or will get it, when you have this heavy hitter in your hands, that's quite something special. Okay, let's get into another highly anticipated title, and that's The Bad Company. And this glossy, shiny, it's so difficult to get this one without reflection, so it's not possible, as you can see. Heavy, dark, beautiful, sturdy cardboard, of course, in a gatefold jacket. Again, I listened to the first record, side 1 and side 2. I show you the record. Give me a second here, please. Here is the original label. Nice one, right? Yeah, what can I say? Liam Molyneux, he said, Michael, when you listen to that first song, listen to the drums and then you know. And Liam, you are right. Absolutely right. Those drums, wow, beautiful. Beautiful. What an amazing record. And now that I get way deeper into it, I have to admit, I haven't been that deep into Bad Company, but now I will for sure. And this is so far a brilliant listening experience. And now I understand why you all bought those copies within 12 hours. Brilliant start, because there will be quite some Bad Companies in the Atlantic 75 series, and this is a brilliant start. Self-titled, wonderful. And again, we really did quite some talking about those Stoughton jackets from the series. Top notch, and that's how it should be. Yeah, Liam, you have been right. It's brilliant, and I haven't compared it yet, but I can imagine that you are quite yeah, the British one. Yeah, right. So that was very cool listening today. Hey, Vinyl Ghost, nice to see you. Fantastic. Yeah, and then we have the third in the series of this batch. Another Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. So another wonderful, shiny, glossy, sturdy gatefold jacket. And this record goes on where the Face Value stopped. This, there is the second song, the I Can't Believe It's True. Wow. I'm talking about Phil Collins here. Sorry, I wouldn't have thought that possible, but this is such a joyful listening. And the drumming, again, the sound of his drummings and the way he does his drummings. Wow. And I just get a little idea when those two Phil Collins, the Face Value and the Hello, I Must Be Going, are gone. I think then those of us who have these records will have some quite nice, because with those records, there is no workaround. Pressing till this year's end, and then that's it. That'll be fun, and we will see what happens if this series continues to grow and continues to gain more and more momentum, which I think is quite possible. Then those Phil Collins will be quite something special. No, it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Yeah, you know what? This pullover, I bought that 23 years ago, and I just found it back and said, hey, I still fit in it. Hey, I like it. Let's take it. Remembers me of the Flintstones, right? I think the Collins could be close in comparison with the OG UK. I have the OG here. Haven't done it yet. We will see. Oh, Joe, you like it. Thank you. Face value is, I think face value is for most of us, the favorite. But I was quite surprised about the quality of this album too. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Yes, 23. This is 23 years ago. Yeah, Daniel, it's like hearing those records for the first time with excitement and quality. Yeah, yeah, and you know, it's so cool to see, because sometimes we all doubt, are they able to do records like they did 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago? We doubt that sometimes. I doubt that sometimes. But when you listen to those records, you have the answer. If you really get the whole 9 yards, you are able to. Of course, physics helps here. The 45 helps, of course. And that's why I embrace that they are doing those in 45 to get the most out of it. Okay, I have to stand up one more time, but I hope for the next 10 years, 20 years, that won't be a problem. So, in my opinion, the complete right choice. Also interesting. I listened to that very briefly, just for 10 seconds on both sides. There is one song which is over 2 sides, and they put it perfect. They gave it a perfect momentum, so no problem here. Liam again. So refreshing this year so far. 45 is the only way. Yeah, of course, Atlantic does 33 and a third of those. But if you want to get the most out of it, if your argument is, I want to have the best possible version and I want to beat or reach the original, then I think that is the way you have to go. Okay, let's see if there are some questions. So, no, I don't see any questions. Okay, so then at the very beginning, I have to get into that because this is quite important for some of you. He said, hello, you are from Finland. Thanks for the Pink Floyd SACDs. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. I have now SACDs in the shop. And I made a mistake in a way. I was under the impression, and I think it was also announced this way, that when the vinyl comes out, the SACD comes out too. It worked out in some with some releases. With others, it didn't. With the Selling England by the Pound, for example, with the Lamp Louse down the Broadway with the Bad Company, it did not. They are not that far away, but now, from now on, I just will put up the SACDs from the series when I have a tentative street day, not before. I will get those, but I won't put them up before we have a tentative street date, because it's of course not nice if you have to wait too long. And then we are at the pre-order topic where I want to do some explanation and discussion. These pre-orders are quite important for me, because then I know how many I have to order. So that something like it happened with the Bad Company and the second Phil Collins, that they are gone. And I said, what? This is not possible. Then they are gone. And then some of you didn't get your copy with the first order. So what I do is I really put the pre-order opportunity as far or as close as possible to the street date. For example, the next batch is on the 5th of January. You will be able to pre-order it quite soon, but I have to have, if possible, I know it's not the perfect system. So 2, 3, 4 weeks before you have your record in the hand, I will put it up for pre-order so that I have a good opinion of how many to order and what to expect. So if you want to be sure that you are amongst those who got it with the very first delivery, please pre-order, please. So that was it from my side on this video, on this stream. But you're very welcome to ask questions, give impressions, whatever you like. Being familiar with Genesis, I can say the bottom amp bass is much more present and has more dynamics in selling England and Lamp, which is to say the original Masters 45 just released. Yeah. Okay. Daniel Smith saw Genesis during, and then there were 3 to another Atlantic that was left off the list. Hope for a second batch of 75 titles. This is an interesting point because I get so many discussions and questions, for example, Aretha Franklin. And I can imagine that those who have the rights see the success, see the quality, see the reviews and how people love them, that this probably really, really, really helps that we will see those. And of course, in my this is a personal statement and a personal opinion. I think being part of this series, also for Aretha Franklin, is something you can be proud of. I mean, one of the main motivation probably from Jack White with the elephant was that he wants to be next to those giants who are in the UHQR series. And that was a very smart and intelligent move from Jack White. Again, me thinking out loud. But same goes for Aretha Franklin and some other artists I don't want to name here. Etta James. Totally agree, Vinyl Ghost. Yeah. Hello, even for the Pretzelologic overly negative critics, by now everyone should agree Chat's productions are the standard for reference recording how fortunate we are alive to enjoy. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree also on the part of the overly negative critics. It was a different approach. You don't have to like that. But it's not a 7 out of 10. And yeah, it's again, what I said at the beginning, for me, these Atlantic 75s are game changers and shows us what's possible and shows us that we don't have to be that shy to critique when they don't deliver, because it's possible. This series shows us what's possible and that it's possible. So that's quite important. Okay. Yeah, but I can tell you, the last days again, when those deliveries with the Atlantic 75 comes, that feels monumental. And then you have all those lamplights down the Broadway. Thank you, Nathaniel. Yeah, I like that too. It's a European company from France. It's Baccarat. Dear Michael, do you also collect Metallica or Iron Maiden? I'm interested. I don't, but I'm this close to start it finally. I always made a bow. I don't know if you say that in English, but I made a bow around those. But I will. The best thing about them is you don't have to hunt down an OG. Exactly. And very interesting, very important point. I bought so many copies of Lamplights Down the Broadway, British first pressing, until I found a good one. It was that really was hard to get, really hard to get. And yeah, absolutely. It's so convenient. Order it, you have it, sealed, mint, beautiful jacket. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. In my opinion, those metal albums sound better on CD than vinyl. as a general rule. I cannot say much about this. My heart tells me I doubt that. We will see, Belisario. Maybe there are some hard rock fans here or some rock fans who can discuss this with Belisario Sonic. Vinyl Ghost thinks Maiden and Metallica is overrated, but you know, that's always relative. For you, this overrated is a strange term. I use it too. But if you really think about it, if somebody loves it, he loves it. Brady Hogan, do you ever find your memories of first copies from years ago impact reviews? So a fond memory of SACD impacts impressions today. Cheers to you for your effort. Thanks, Brady. Great question. It for sure does. Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. I mean, especially now, I don't have many memories when it comes to Blue Train, to be quite honest. But Empires Down the Broadway. Hello, I must be going. Yeah, a lot of memories. My memory of the lamp. Whenever I think about the lamp lies down the Broadway, I remember the two older brothers. They were 3 years older than us, of my best friend at the time. We were really, really little children, and they had Lamp Lies Down the Broadway, and they told me this is good. And okay, of course, I took that for granted. Those were the big boys. They were 3 years older. And 3 years at that time was a century. And that's what I always, when I think about the Lamp Lies Down the Broadway, on Broadway, I remember that scene in his room where he held up the record and said, "This is good." Okay. Todd Bromgard, hi from California. Hello. Sunny California, probably, right? Here it's rainy and cold. I thought the Bad Company 45 was well done. You? Yeah, well done. I haven't compared yet, but first impression, very well done. Yeah. Same here, Liam. I dropped a pretty penny chasing, no luck, mostly awful. You're talking about the OGs. Let me see what Liam wrote. I don't find it. Okay, but you're probably talking about chasing down an original. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got my copy finally, a good copy through the OBC, through the connections I have, through the dealers from the OBC, and then I finally got one. Sublime Media, hi. Kamchatka, you think I should start with Master of Puppets? We try. Yeah, there's still the original Buyers Club. Of course, it's still. We have over 600 records now in the shop. Okay. Hey, Joe needs the loaded. Yeah, I can't wait for that too. Can you call chat and green light it for January? Nah, the January batch is already set. February's batch is set too, I think, not 100%. It will come, Joe. It will. It will. It will. Oh, I so do agree. Yeah. 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 This is a wonderful album. A wonderful album. But then again, don't forget, Shmuel, you also get the original quite easily, and the original is an unbelievable good sounding album. Unbelievable. Okay, so we have quite a Metallica discussion here, I like that. But I cannot say that much when it comes to Metallica. The grooves are very close together at the beginning of the ripples, near impossible to find. I think Liam now is talking about the selling England by the pound. And yeah, that is, in that regard, when it comes to original or reissue, I think the selling England by the pound is we can be so happy that we have this, because getting a clean original is pricey and really, really, really a trick of the tail. Okay, but you agree that the same goes for the selling England by the pound. Yeah. The Trick of the Tail is my favorite post-Gabriel Genesis record. Can't wait. I think that's not that far away. You know what I can't wait for? The Yes. The final, when we finally see the first Yes release. I can't wait for this. Wow, that will be, probably will be amazing. Yeah. Hard rock. Hi, Michael. Do you have the original Michael Jackson History album, box set 1995? No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, yes, Al, huh? The Yes, I can't wait for them. And of course, interesting comparison. Original, of course, but also the Steven Wilson. Belisario. Yes, 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 yeah. Yes, the Yes. Can't wait for those. Damn it. I think they will be even hotter. If that's possible, they will be even hotter than the Genesis. Yeah, they are quite some. Also, the next batch, I mean, Ray Charles, have you seen that jacket? Wow. Wow. And the Alice Cooper, I think with the next batch is, yeah, I think that we have the Alice Cooper. And from the beginning, Chad always said, Michael, the Alice Cooper is unbelievable. You won't believe the sound of the Alice Cooper. So I can't wait for the Alice Cooper. Tommy2809. Hello, Michael. I'm a child of the 70s. Vinyl is timeless and so much more information, and the rates on vinyl simply unbelievable. We can say goodbye to the compact disc. Did we ever say hello? Yeah, the Genesis Live is great too. Is that on Atlantic? I don't know. Vinyl Ghost is under the impression that the Jethro Tull Aqualung is not good. Steven Wilson. The UK first is much better, probably. Have you heard by any chance the UHQR? Todd has listened to the Van Halen a few times from MoFi, and he thinks that those are among the best one steps MoFi has released so far. Interesting. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, Poison, Hard Rock TV. My favorite Alice Cooper album is Trash because it Poison, of course, yeah. So you are the only one amongst us who has no copy of Giant Steps. Okay, interesting. Thank you very much, Andreas. I wish that, of course, to you and your loved ones too. Yeah, me too. I'm excited about the Ray Charles, and I don't have many of them, so a quite welcome addition. Yeah, for the Ray Charles will be probably very, very special. And such a beautiful cover design. Wow. Wow. Dick Wagoner and Steve Hunter are the twin guitar attack on the Alice Cooper LP. Can't wait. Okay, so he knows his Alice Cooper. All right, Jefferson. See, and that's how it is with vinyl, and that's what I so love about it. Everybody is entitled to his opinion. So in difference to the other person in the gallery, he says that he really likes the Steven Wilson remix of Aqualung very much. Michael, what did you do with your CD collection? Nothing. I never had a CD collection. Never, ever. I only have CDs when they come with the records, and then they stay with the record, and I don't have a CD player. I have a PlayStation, so it's not true. And when I say that I don't have a CD player, but I've never had a CD collection. Never, ever. Asonia Cluey. Hi, Mr. 45 up here. You can call me Mike. One of my favorite audiophile releases of this year from Jackpot Records released the first 3, the Electric Prunes album, AA Remaster Pack. Check it out. I will. This is an amazing recommendation. Thank you, Asonia. That sounds, Electric Prunes are great. See, and Manfred Stock, he agrees with Versikten. He says, yeah, they are great. So if you can talk German in the gallery, I translate. And even Liam, who is very critical usually, he says the Wilson's Aqualung is amazing. Michael, do you have anything on Blu-ray audio that prefer to vinyl record? Any 5 that you... Oh, that's an interesting question, Belisario. Because back in the days, we are talking 90, 98, 99, 2000, until 2003, 2004, I had a home cinema, 5.1, a Focal box set, and a Proceed was the daughter company of Mark Levinson, home cinema 5.1 system. And I bought Eagles Live, Hotel California, acoustic. And that was quite impressive on 5.1. But nothing, in my opinion, and I'm not talking vinyl or something else here, nothing, in my opinion, on a good system can beat stereo. Because a 5.1 is discrete. That means you have something here, you have something there, there. That's why you are now at 28.12 or whatever. So you have 30 speakers, and it never, in my opinion, stereo will always beat that. You know, there are records, Andreas Vollenweider, German harpist, very esoteric. He has a record with a bird, and this bird comes from right behind you to the left side, and the bird starts behind you on a stereo, on a very good stereo equipment. So you don't need this, and this is, in my opinion, not, when it comes to music, not impressive at all. It's something completely different when it comes to movies, of course. Okay. So what else? Replique from Hey Joe, the Electric Prunes OGs aren't too difficult to get. Yeah, but maybe if Kevin did something magical there, maybe they are better than the OGs. I don't know. Do we? Is it possible? I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Subwoofer. Jefferson said that original quadraphonic 4.0 usually beats 5.1, especially for music. However, well-executed stereo is always gonna be better. So we are on the same page here. That's good to know, Jefferson. Thank you. Yeah, live concerts as well, Belisario, because of course you have some spectators behind you, but on a good recording, you are sitting with the spectators on a good recording, on a good equipment. You don't need those rear speakers, in my personal opinion. Elvis also agrees stereo is best for music. That's the next problem for Signal, right? Why spend money on 5 amps and speakers if you get so much more quality in stereo for the same and less money? Absolutely. I agree. So did she. Cool. Yeah. And also the way we are listening. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, of course. And that's it's of course always impressive at the first moment when you're so, but if you listen carefully, it lacks quality, in my opinion. Bearded, yeah. I'm not surprised that you say that, Bearded. Okay, but maybe we should do a stream about this topic. You seem to be very interested. Let's do a stream about 5.1, 4.0, stereo, 12.4, or whatever there's out. What's out there. Might be an interesting topic. We should do that. I would like to discuss this. Okay, but that's not the topic of today. And please, I'm so hungry. And to be quite honest, I'm really tired. And so that's the reason why I now say, have a wonderful evening. Please enjoy the Christmas time. And I will have tomorrow evening. I will have another stream with Thomas Busk and his Wall of Records. So we will play some live music. I hope you all attend to this. This is so much fun, so much fun. Please join us tomorrow evening, 18:30. We will start. Can't wait for that one. So thank you very much. See you on the next one. Bye.